I was born in the early 80s, and for Legend of Zelda to come out when I was just only starting to get into gaming was it basically changed me as a gamer. Instead of playing Mario and always going to the right on the stages and stuff like that, or I was playing Xevious at the time. Your ship always, went up. It was totally different. And then we got Breath of the Wild this year in 2017, and it's just amazing. And I think for all the years that I've been playing all these Legend of Zelda games, I haven't played every game. I've probably played about 70% of the series, and maybe about 65%. I just thought I'd compile a list of what I liked and what I didn't like. So what we're going to do in this video, this is what I liked about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I cracked this natty ice, and what we're going to do, we're going to hit the intro. My list is all over the place because I was just thinking things off the top of my head that I really enjoyed and jotting it down. I wish I was playing it and writing some of these down. And they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna go freaking out of order. The Lionels, the like lion centaur men with the bow and arrows and stuff like that. That was cool. I don't remember if they've been in any other games besides, the first Legend of Zelda and A Link to the Past. And they were sparsely in Link to the Past. They were on Death Mountain a few times, but they were like all over the Death Mountain area within the Legend of Zelda, the first game. And they are hard as fuck. And they're not all over the place either, but it feels real good when you beat one. The weapons. There's so many weapons in this series. Everything you can pick up, you've been wanting Link to basically do, and what makes it work with all the sub weapons and everything Link had all these years. He's able to obviously do things with many weapons. He just doesn't have a sword anymore. He's got spears, boomerangs, axes, halberds. I mean, God, you use a freaking tree branch, which is awesome. Even though they break easily. The Stalfos skeletons, you can take them and use their own arm as a weapon. That's cool. And like pretty much you can make anything a weapon. Which brings with the inventory with, of course, multiple bows. Certain bows have different attributes, like where you can zoom in a little bit better for accuracy or shoot 2 or 3 arrows at once. Armors, you just didn't put like a cloak on and have a different color or get a ring, or like Twilight Princess, you get that whole armor suit. You can change your armor for different environments, which is neat. You can switch them, all that stuff on the fly. That's amazing. The game lets you pretty much do whatever you want. You could walk. Well, you pretty much have to get off the Hyrule plateau or whatever you start at when you have to get the glider. And there's going to be some spoilers in this. Man, this is so random. I'm kind of shooting off on this shit. But when you can go anywhere, like on the map that you're able to go within what you have, it reminds me of the first Legend of Zelda game. Because again, when you're walking into that, and you're like, whoa, I can go up, down, left, or right, not just over. And you gotta kind of remember where you are. You have a map, of course, that's going to help you out. But the land is so vast, you're going to easily get lost. I don't know. Like, I've been playing it. I got it the day after it came out, so we're coming up almost on 4 months, and I know I haven't seen every inch of it yet. I don't get to play it that often, but I at least have 40, 50 hours, and I got to by now. It's just so big. And the way you can do anything, like the environment is your weapon. You can shoot grass with a fire arrow, catch your enemies on fire, knock trees over with an axe, freeze enemies, electrocute enemies. There's certain things you can do with your Sheikah slate, which basically they reinvented Zelda to be like, hey, look, Link's got a cell phone, which I talked about that before, and I was the first one to even pretty much, I think, say that. Not that I'm trying to brag or anything. Well, maybe it probably sounds like it, but no, seriously, I just didn't think anyone was talking about it like that. It was like, oh, what does Link need? Everyone thinks about it. Everyone's got a cell phone. Give Link a cell phone, you know, right? Because that's what you need to do everything. But you can use the Sheikah techniques with, or yeah, the relics with Sheikah Slate, the one like the magnesis, where you can take like the metal blocks and throw them at enemies. There's just so many different ways to defeat your enemies. It's so fun and enjoyable. Oh yeah, I've got down here cooking. That's fun because you can experiment with different things, pretty much anything you can cook with, and it's fun just finding out what you can make and what attributes it gives you, from like protecting you from the heat and the cold. The glider, which is pretty cool because it makes traversing a little bit quicker. That's one thing, because running takes stamina, and the glider does too, but it's just so much faster. It was a smart thing that they put in that game. The save states, pretty much you can save anywhere at any time. That's good for the most part. I know certain trials you can't, which is understandable. It makes it a little bit easier, which is nice because you die a lot in that game. Especially like when you're going in and getting ready to go do a shrine or something like that. And usually it saves you automatically when you go in there, but I like to save it right outside because I would remember walking in, even though you can do it again when you walk in, but like I like seeing what the shrine's name is and the puzzles that are in the shrines. They're so fun. There's maybe been only like 4 or 5 it really scratched my head with. But most of them are all fun. Some of them have been pretty easy, and sometimes it's okay. My favorite ones to do are the strength trials with the short versions of the Guardians. Those are fun when they have like the multiple weapons, the major strength test. Those rock. It's like, I remember one time, first time I was sitting there, my wife was on her phone doing her Instagram or something like that, and I like playing Zelda games on the floor. I don't know what it is about playing on the floor versus playing on the couch or on a chair or something like that. I play Zelda games on the floor, like, I don't know. Like, I do Fire Emblem like that too, but there's not many stuff that I play Fire Emblem on the TV. But I'm just sitting there, and the fucking dragons flying in the sky, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like times like that when you first realized it was going to storm and you got shocked with lightning with metal armor on. It's like, whoa, that's the environment all around you. That's totally cool. So I'm going to make another video of this about what I don't like about that game. A game can be great and awesome like this, 5 out of 5. People I see 9.5 out of 10. What would I give it if I rated it? It'd be a 9 or a 9.2. And my favorite Legend of Zelda game, if you're not familiar with this channel, is Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. Yeah. But I will definitely put this up there. My top 4. My top 3 pretty much is The Adventures of Link, Link to the Past, and probably have to say, Link's Awakening, probably for Game Boy. Ocarina of Time's not bad, but so hey, what do you think? What do you like about Breath of the Wild? Oh, I'm just dropping the game all over the place. So yeah, what do you like about Breath of the Wild? Throw that comment below. Slap a like on this video if you haven't subscribed. And hey, until next time, like always, drink one on me.